Keep track of all the heat gains right on your refrigerator door.
Of the NBA Cup. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they play against... Here we go. It's Game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play and the regular season standings.
Yeah, to win this thing, you probably have to win this first game. Advancing with a loss is possible, but then you have to win your final 3 in the Cup group stage. So this opener is huge.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. We've got Grant Williams. Brandon Miller is out there with MP. Then it's Knipple. Mitchell misses. Inside. Here's Miller. And that one good.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Three-pointer. The rebound by MP. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014, he's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
Outside Adebayo. Pass to Mitchell. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound by the Heat. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hero for 3.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
MP scanning the floor. Kept alive. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. MP's got 6 points.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Adebayo sets a screen. Launches a 3. And it's MP with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Pass to Powell. Wiggins for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Wiggins now showing you a little catch and shoot element to his game.
To the inside. A nice shot by MP. Give him 8 points now.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the...
Substitution on the field.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Has to Ware. And here's Hero. The three ball. Williams grabs the board.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
On the court for Charlotte. MP is out there with Miller. Then it's Knipple. Then it's Williams. Heat trail by 7. Hero for three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Hero is a great outside shooter, and that opens up everything for his team.
Williams with the screen. The long-range hit from MP.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Hero outside. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
MP outside. And he's going for the oop here. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. 1:15 left in the first half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back over to you, Brian.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Oh, MP from way out there.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Powell, left side, to the paint. Here's Adebayo. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's where Adebayo makes his living, in the paint.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. MP shot is good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Miller against Hero. Clock at 6. From deep. Offensive rebound. Where? Blocked! And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort, and let's give some credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Hornets up by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, when you're missing threes, you have a couple of choices. Work the ball inside or try to shoot your way out of it. They've chosen the...
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East. Thanks, as always.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the book. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, He's been crushing it offensively.
Some bonus offense there. Not used to getting this level of production from him. But they will certainly take it.
Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. Down by 12. Back to Hero. Here's the three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you love Adebayo chasing the basketball and running down that offensive board.
Here's Wiggins. Wiggins all the way.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Well, it's nice to get a layup that can get your offense flowing.
Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter. And then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
Oh, there's the alley. Hero for three. Nails it from three. Hero's got 12.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
And here's Knippel from the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And the Hornets lead by 6.
The rookie Con Knippel with the confident answer. A three of his own after the one on the other side.
Kicks it to Hero. Jacks up a three. That one is off. The Hornets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
A clear look for Hero. Again, the Heat score.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And becoming a real offensive engine, Tim. Tyler Hero, great on or off the ball.
Yeah, Brian, he can go deep into his bag, and he's showing an increased patience. That is reflected in his efficiency and his assist rate.
Powell outside. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Powell. Now Hero. And it's Miami with another.
Well, he typically gets about 20 a night, so this is a big-time performance by Tyler Hero.
Miller finds Williams. Now MP. The three is up. And the Hornets, another three.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Larson's checked in for Mitchell. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Gets the three ball to go.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
On the court for the Hornets. Brandon Miller is out there with MP. Then it's Williams. Then it's Knippel. Back to Adebayo. The three. And again, no good by Miami. Charlotte leading by 8. Puts up the tray. Cash from from downtown.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And it's blocked. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks too.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
MP! And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Hero. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
Yeah, and this is why Hero was a lottery pick back in 2019, because of how incredible of a scorer he can be.
The three ball is down.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Oh, what a move! Mitchell. Wiggins outside.
Well, you think about Wiggins, there's been no drop-off. This is a guy who won Rookie of the Year over a decade ago, and he is still a highly productive player.
He hits the second from the line. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hornets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor. Connects again from distance.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Look at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Fontecchio comes in for Wiggins. Larson's good! Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Yakachonis. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Yakachonis. Pounded by Ball. Here's Larson. Off target from outside.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
From deep, MP. And again for three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. For three. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down. And with a smaller defender on him, he just rises up and knocks it down.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have to.
An incredible display of shot making and play.
No, not when the game first started.
BA, over to you.
All right, Jennifer. Thanks. Good stuff.
All right, MP, you're always locked in, but seeing a little something extra tonight.
Feeling you, MP.
Fans on next giveaway will be a Hornets mascot mini flyer. Don't miss out on your chance to receive this giveaway. And remember, Hornets fans, we still have tickets available to future home games. Simply go to our website or visit your nearest ticket booth to secure yours today. Hey, Hornets fans, don't forget to come and show your support at the next home game. As a thank you, we will be doing a special giveaway where the first 10,000 fans will get their own set of Honeybee's greeting cards. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Hornets along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. You can still be a part of a Hornets game day experience this season. Visit us online.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Luke Kennard.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Dalton Knecht. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Doncic. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hornets, we've got Knippel. MP out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Miles Bridges. And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's as motivated as a player can be. And this is the kind of impact that not many guys are capable of having. The energy and effort he's playing with isn't easy to maintain, but if anybody can keep it up, it's MP.
And let's check in with him. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
Well, I spoke to MP before the game. He told me he was very aware of the defensive challenge in front of him, but feels like these are the types of games that bring out the best in him, saying he's focused on turning in a dominant scoring performance. Guys, he sounded confident.
And when he's dominant, watch out. He's going right at him. That's his mentality. Hey, thanks. And the basket by MP. RJ, already this season, we have seen some upsets.
Yeah, early games, you often see some surprising outcome. Lower-ranked teams defeats a contender. It creates a little bit of a buzz.
Now, here's James. 23 points his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Kennard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Bridges a screen on Doncic. In the corner, it's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Kennard on the wing. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lobbed up there for Miller. And stolen by Ayton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Doncic. Fade away. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his due.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Now called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. They've got Grant Williams. All out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. No one near James as he lets it go. It's good from long range. LeBron's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. With the step back. Here's Ball. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Making it work in close. Ball getting an agile finish.
Smart against MP. And they double up James. Moravia passes to Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And James with the basket on the assist by Smart. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Williams.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Laravia, and a miss there on the triple. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
LeBron outside. Pass to Kleba. Here's Smart. 3-pointer. Miller grabs the miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Ball kicks to MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Smart. He's got 5. Pass to LeBron. Back to Smart from downtown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Williams has a screen for MP. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Flashing some of his passing potential. MP with the dime.
The Lakers trail. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Brandon Miller. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Kenneth comes in for James. Kennard, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Smart. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
MP looking around. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Kennard, the pass to Ayton. Doncic outside. Now Kennard. His last outing, he had 18 points. Can't cash in from close range.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Williams, a screen on Doncic. And here's MP for 3. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
The 3 for Doncic. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. To end the cold streak, Doncic going to work.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Williams has a screen for MP. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And here is Doncic. He's got 14. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. MP has been leading the charge for the Hornets. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Los Angeles Lakers. That is more than enough.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. Dalton Knecht is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Misses the three. Lakers trail by 12. No one saw it coming off a finals appearance. Luka Doncic, Richard, traded to the Lakers.
I mean, we're talking about a 5-time first-team All-NBA player who was traded at just 25 years old. I've never seen it happen before. Expect Luka to have a big chip on his shoulder for the next few seasons.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys.
MP climbs the ladder.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Kennard. Down low. It's tipped. Fast break now for Charlotte. And MP throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Miller against Kennard. To halt the run. Hornets with the rebound.
Ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first four. They've got to get on track.
And there it is for him. Miller's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 18. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. RJ is an elite floor-spacer. Luke Kennard has made quite a living.
Of his 9 years in the league, he's only shot under 40% from 3 2 times. And in both those years, he shot 39%. That's elite-level consistency. MP works to refine his shooting mechanics every day, and it shows up in his game.
LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Doncic against MP. They set the pick. There's the 3. Fires for 3. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the middle. On the wing, MP. And the 3 off target. Lakers trail by 19. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Hornets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And a wide open look for MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Kennard. He's got 5. Outside, James. They get it back.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to MP. 3-pointer. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Now by our producer. Do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. The post tandem, Bridges and Williams. MP out there with White. And it's Ball in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. James looking around. Trying tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Over to the left wing. Here's Buffkin. Covered by MP. Just 4 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
And here's MP for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and it's MP with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And it's the Hornets, another 3.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
LaRavia with it. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's MP, and he makes good on the layup. MP's got 45 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Trains the three-pointer.
And that's the improvement of his game. You got to guard Bron close at the perimeter. He can be so efficient from out there.
MP inside. Another shot. Rebound the Lakers. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And here's James outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times.
Good! Another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And LeBron throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight is it connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Here's Buffkin, covered by MP. Here's Vanderbilt, takes it off the glass.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. This one for 3, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He's off on the first.
Line for the Lakers, LeBron James.
And he's good on the second. 7 seconds left in the game. MP, no good. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend.
MP, you managed to lead your team to the win.
Most of it is just trust.
Kevin, over to you.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer.
Doesn't matter if you're big